On the roost!
Hey everyone.
Hey, what is up guys? It is your boy Jrasa here, and today I'll be showing my Spider-Man Homecoming homemade cosplay. It's not really a cosplay, but it's more like just a suit I made for fun. Really didn't take much effort or money. All these clothes are from like Goodwill, and the mask is from an old red t-shirt I had. And the pants and stuff and the boots, the only one that like, it barely took any sewing, so I'm going to show you guys how, like go through the components and show you guys how I made it. So first of all, I'll go ahead and take off the mask. What I did for the mask was I used foam cutouts, and I actually sewed my own mask, which that's why there's some battle damage showing here. And I followed the guide by Daily Do It Yourself, and I actually printed out my template here. So that's the mask that I used for this template. And then you're supposed to glue it together, but I actually just sewed it. But you can glue it together. I just didn't. My rubber cement was kind of dry because I think I left it open. So yeah. Really what it is, it's just like a piece of a t-shirt that I used to have, and then I I made circles, and I measured around a pill bottle, which had a diameter of 14 centimeters. So then I just traced that on foam, and then I put 2 layers in there, so they're both 14 centimeters in diameter, and so I made those little circles, because I wanted them to be the same size as the pill bottle caps. I think they came out pretty cool. Camera, focus please. No, don't show my face. Focus on that. Nah. Silly camera. Alright, so there's that. Looks pretty neat. As you can see, how I made the sunglasses, like the lens. What I did is I got, flip it on the inside here. Oh, and also, real quick, instead of using a zipper, because I didn't have one at the time, all I did was just make Velcro, and those go together, and they're actually pretty tight, and you can adjust how tight it is, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and flip this inside out. This is my first time sewing, by the way, so as you can see, it's not very hard. I mean, mine didn't come out very well, but, what I used here was a lot of hot glue and a lot of tape. I'll tell you that. So basically what I did is I got sunglasses. Sunglasses, I popped them out. They're like $3 at Marshall's, I believe. And then I got 2 layers of white mesh, which I got from like I believe it was TJ Ross or something. And then I cut them into pieces, and I glued and taped them down onto the lens. And then for the outside of this part, you go back to the outside. I did the foam thing, and then I cut out the circle. I cut a circle that was the shape of the foam thing, and then I just kind of trace out a little square there, so I get that little bit of motion that he has in his eyes. Which I couldn't make them move, because basically that's impossible. And they're actually, this is really reflective. It's 2 layers of mesh, by the way. A really thin white mesh I could see perfectly through. I'll go ahead and show you guys the visibility. The lens. So as you can see just like perfectly through. That's some really nice vision. That's what it looks like to me, basically, when I'm wearing it. And it's super reflective, so you can never even see inside of it. And that looks really nice. That's like a really cool, kind of metal mesh effect, even though it's actually just like fabric mesh. And I guess we'll move down the suit. So hoodie, what I did is, I'll take it off. Yeah, so for the hoodie, all that I did was just buy a red hoodie at Goodwill for about like $4, I think. And then I cut off the sleeves, and I drew the spider on it. So, wrong side. So the spider is not very screen accurate. I just like the way it kind of looked. So it's kind of like a mesh of, kind of mix of like the Homecoming, his Iron Man suit, that spider, and then the bigger spider of his homemade suit. The funny part is this is all homemade. So like I kind of did how Peter Parker do it. This is just it's actually a turtleneck that I got at Goodwill for about $3, and it looks pretty nice. So guys, what I actually did for the web shooters is, if you could focus on them. Okay, so what I did is I got pieces of foam, and I spray painted them silver, and then I hot glued those onto the cuffs of the jacket. So this hoodie jacket, I cut off the cuffs of them, like at the end of the sleeve, and I made those, and I like kind of sewed a little to make it a little tighter there. Sewing job isn't the best, as you can see, it's falling apart, but I don't really care. And then for the gloves, what I did is I just bought these like $10 gloves off Amazon. The most expensive part of the costume was the gloves. That's really it. And I just drew lines over them. I used like a lot of screenshots on my phone and like a lot of references, so I recommend you do the same. Also, the little logo there, I colored it out with black Sharpie. It's Terracell. And I colored it out with black Sharpie, and I make it a little tighter so it looks more screen accurate, and you can't see the hole there. So yeah, it's basically the upper half of my suit. So I'll go ahead and show you all the pants and the boots. Okay, guys, so this is the bottom half of my suit. Basically, these are just Goodwill pants. I kind of pulled them up a little. And actually what I did is I cut off the bottom here. And I made them a little tighter with sewing. So if you look right there, you can see like kind of the crappy sewing job I did. Basically, I cut it up to here so I could use them for a future suit, which I'll tell you about after the video. And yeah, and then these socks, they're just like red socks I ordered off Amazon. They're not really the right color, but they're okay. And then the shoes, what I did is I got my old water shoes. As you can see, I tried to spray paint over the skeleton thing on the bottom from Fila. I spray painted over them, which didn't work because I was stepping around on them. And then I just hot glued them to the bottom here. I hot glued the socks to the bottom. And I tried to use super glue. And it turns out when the super glue makes contact with fabric, it creates enough heat to start a fire. So, I was feeling a burning sensation. I'm like, that can't be the glue. It was. Started a fire. Don't do that, by the way. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more, let me know by hitting the like and subscribe button. And if you guys can tell me where these lenses are from, you get an extra 10 Jrasa appreciation points. No gifts, but you feel it. You feel a little more warm and cozy in your heart. So yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you all in the next video. Peace out. Bye.